Mr. Harinia? Who's the biggest surprise this year in the NBA? What team, what player, or whatever it may be?
We sort of covered it. I said the Spurs. They were the biggest surprise. I didn't think that they'd be contending for a title this year. So the fact that they are is a nice surprise. I mean, honorable mention, the Suns were really good. The Celtics were really good as far as teams that I didn't expect to be as dominant as they've been, considering the limitations. But I mean, in terms of the Spurs, they could win a title this year, which I didn't see happening. So, full marks to them.
Yeah, mine's the Suns. I didn't think they'd be this good. They're not even a playing team. They're actually literally a top 5-6 team in the West. That's insane to me. That's insane to me that they've gone from the disappointment of Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and whatnot with Booker. They somehow get out of Durant's contract and all that stuff, and now they figure that they have something to build around it now. It's incredible they've done this year so far in 1 year. So Suns my big surprise. Your biggest disappointment this year?
The Knicks, actually. Just because, I thought that this was tailor-made for them to cruise to a finals appearance, and now they're just in the mix with a bunch of other teams. An honorable mention, Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, both teams were...
That's mine.
Yeah, both teams should have been 1 and 2, and the fact that they're not, that's pretty disappointing considering the conference is pretty weak.
I have 3 teams looking at here. Obviously, I'm going to go with the Cavaliers because they're way below where I thought they'd be this year, even with injuries. But I think Orlando's in the mix also for that as well for me. Obviously, I said Cleveland. Milwaukee is a massive disappointment for me this year. Massive disappointment for me this season. And I look in the Western Conference too. Also, like the Clippers. Well, I would have said Clippers too also for a while, but they're starting to play a little better now. But yeah, it's Cavaliers, dude. Because again, I had this team winning the most games this year, or certainly right next to OKC, and they're not even close to that. So that was my most disappointing team this year. All right, Rookie of the Year.
I have Cooper Flagg.
I do as well. He's settling. He says he has settled in. He has settled in, so he's done a good job there. Your Coach of the Year,
Joe Mazzulla.
Very good pick. He was number 2 for me. I went Biggerstaff in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we knew Detroit would be better as they continue to climb this trek, but 32-10, I didn't have one on the board at this point in the year. I didn't see coming.
For me, it was either going to be Mazzulla or Jordan Ott, and I went with Mazzulla just because I feel like, they get Tatum back. Like, you're talking about a team that could go to the final this year. So, I mean, like, given what we expected and what they've done with not only losing Tatum, but, trading off Porzingis and Drew Holiday and plugging them in with Luka Garza and Josh Minot and guys like that, full marks to him for getting them to where they are right now.
This will be a fun one here. 6th man of the year.
I went with Keldon Johnson from the Spurs.
I was split. I was splitting hairs last time. This one, it was between him and Naz Reid.
Oh, okay. My honorable mention was actually Anthony Simons, but I had Keldon Johnson in leaves. I feel like they've been so good that they need to be rewarded somewhere.
And he's sacrificed by going to the bench now too, especially. Yeah. He's a starting kind of a player. I did go Naz Reid though because it came out just numbers, a little bit of numbers here and there, but it's a neck and neck thing. Like if Keldon Johnson is actually a good answer too. I would have had him also if it wasn't Naz Reid. So this neck and neck.
Yeah.
Defense player of the year. I don't think neck and neck. I think this is pretty easy.
Well, probably not. I went with Chet Holmgren.
I did too.
Oh, okay. I did too. I wasn't sure if you were going to say Wemby, and I was going to say just because of the game played type of stuff.
Exactly why I don't have him in there because the game's played.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart was my honorable mention.
Although if Wemby hears this podcast, he may not like the answer because him and Chet have a thing going. So and of course MVP. Who do you got MVP?
I have SGA. It's MVP.
I do too. Here's what I'll say though. It is not a runaway. No. It is not a runaway because here's the thing, and this is where wins and losses matter for me when it comes to these awards. If the Thunder continue playing the way they played the last, let's say, month or so, we're losing a couple games here. We're still winning a lot of games. Probably win 60+ still this year because they're really that good. But Detroit continues what they're doing now, and let's say this on the same pace. Because right now Detroit's on pace for what? To win 62 games, right? So, maybe a little less than that. I might have to get Cade might be a serious discussion. If Detroit Pistons win between 57 and 62 games this year, Cade Cunningham is a conversation. if the Celtics somehow win mid-50s, which would be tough, but if they win mid-50s, Jaylen Brown's a serious discussion for me. And that may bring down SGA because of the fact that he's the team he has. However, here's why SGA is still the answer. He's doing this without his sidekick for most of the year.
Yeah.
So, if anything, that's where the edge goes. SGA still, even so.
Yeah. No, I mean, SGA for me, was pretty clear. But I mean, you could make the argument for Jaylen Brown. You could make the argument for Cade Cunningham. If Jokic hits the 65 game mark, then we might have a different discussion. I don't know if he will or not, but that's going to be the tricky part there.
Yeah. So SGA it is. So